Hi, everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Devon Phipps and David Browning with me today, and we are talking about Strings of Hope. So tell us about these gorgeous guitars and the cause.
So it's that time of year again for Strings of Hope, our fundraiser to raise money to help people with rental assistance. The rent requests that we are getting are astronomical. They were really surprisingly bad last year, but they continue to climb. So we're doing a fundraiser just so that we can help as many people as possible. The homeless situation in Bristol is an issue, but we really want to focus on trying to keep our local residents who've lived here their whole lives in their own homes. So we have this fundraiser, these painted guitars that will go live on auction next Wednesday, the 17th, through the end of the month. They're going to be on display during Rhythm and Roots.
Oh, wow.
They're on display all month long at a work of art gallery. So,
And how many guitars are there?
We reduced it down to 10 this year.
Oh, wow.
And the interesting thing about this year is our artists had to compete. They had to do an application, submit some of their work, and the committee then selected which ones we thought really fit the parameters and represented the city of Bristol really well.
And David Browning, you are one of the artists.
I am.
You've got all these hidden secret talents, and being an artist is one of them. So,
well, I started painting in 2016, a few years before I retired from the Mayberry deputy. But I picked up some paint brushes and started painting, and I found that I enjoyed it. So I put a studio in my backyard and began to paint, and I progressed from watercolors, which is difficult to do, to acrylic and then oils. And lo and behold, Devon contacted me and said, would you like to apply to participate in this Strings of Hope? And I said I certainly would, so I sent some samples and they chose me, and then the process began. You don't just paint on a guitar, you have to prepare it, you have to bring it down to the bare wood and finish it, and then seal it, and then paint on top of it, and then seal that. And so I enjoyed the process because I'm never too old to learn.
that's right. And how long does the process take, start to finish?
Let's see, we began in April, and the cutoff date was what?
July 15th.
July 15th. So I got it in the week before. So it was constantly working on it, and coming up with ideas and with the parameters that they suggested, that it be a representation of the history of Bristol or music or whatever. I came up with Theatre Bristol and Bristol Ballet. And Bristol Ballet's been here in Bristol since 1949, and Theatre Bristol since 1965. And I began at Theatre Bristol back in the day doing children's theater, and enjoyed that so much, and then became their first paid employee in 79. And so I felt like mine should reflect that.
How much do the guitars typically go for?
It depends. Last year, the highest bid that we had was $650 on one. So that was our first year. It was a learning curve. Of course, we're hoping they're going to go for a lot of money. When you think about rental assistance and the purpose behind the Strings of Hope, the rent requests are no less than $1,000 per person. So if we have 100 people throughout the year who are asking for rental assistance at that amount, that's $100,000.
Yeah.
So it's a really important cause. And this is just a really creative way for us to do a fundraiser, connect with Bristol being a great place to live, and all the rich history and birthplace of country music and that sort of thing. So we really love the whole painted guitar thing. And they're works of art.
They really are.
This year, they're also strung and could be instruments, although we laugh about
They're so pretty, you almost don't want to play them.
a little out of tune.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I was an artist just this year, so that one is the one that I did.
Okay. Wow, it's
And it's
amazing.
actually quilted. It's quilted.
It's fabric.
Wow.
Our 10th artist that we love so dearly and was going to be a returning artist from last year had a lot of things going on and couldn't get theirs in.
Okay.
So we wanted to have exactly 10. We didn't want to have such a large choice this year.
Yeah.
So we really needed that 10th one. And so I was
You just stepped up to the plate.
I was intimidated to use paint because David and I had talked about the process, and I do paint as well, but I thought I can cover maybe a lot of mistakes with fabric.
I love it. Well, it looks amazing. It is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, hopefully it'll be very, very successful. So again, if you want to see these guitars, Rhythm and Roots is a great place, and
A work of art gallery on State Street.
Yeah, they've
is
been in
gonna
the
have
window
them all
now
month.
for a couple of weeks, haven't they?
Yes,
definitely.
They will be there
stop
the
by.
whole month.
Okay. And then to go online when the auction starts, how do you do that?
You can go to our website at bristolfia.org, and that will take you directly to Better World, which is our auction site.
Okay.
And the auction again goes live next Wednesday through the end of the month. And it ends on a Sunday this time, which I think is a lot better for people.
Yeah, because you're a little bit more free on the weekend and can kind of
Yes.
check. And if you have a guitar that's your favorite that you're wanting,
Yes.
you may have to get on there. It always comes down to the wire. People are always like waiting and seeing and then
We-
jump back on. And
We
that's
learned
fun
that last year that people were waiting to the very last minute
to see what to do.
to get their favorites, and then it ended. So David's is one of my favorites. They're all beautiful this
They
year.
are all beautiful, I tell you.
Yeah.
I would recommend that anyone who can go by the Work of Art Studio and see them, or go online and see them, because the other 8 are stunning. They're
They
just
are.
beautiful.
The other 8 are they're fantastic, and you can go to our website and click on the actual guitar. That will tell you about the artist and give you a little better or different angle of a picture. So that would be really worth doing before placing a bid. Maybe is just getting that close-up look. And of course, they're going to be on the auction website as well.
Well, we really appreciate what you're doing for the community. It is a wonderful cause, and it really does help people stay in their homes. And
Thank you.
And that's just huge right now. So
That's the whole mission of Bristol Faith in Action, is to help people having a financial crisis in a way that shares the love of Christ and gives them at least a 30-day stability period. We want to keep people housed.
That's great. Well, thank you too for being
Thank
on
you.
today, and
Thank
good
you.
luck with the auction. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Becca Powers with us today from the Bristol Chamber of Commerce talking about Oktoberfest.
Yes.
Gosh, this is already time for Oktoberfest. This
I
is
know.
exciting.
It is.
And it is the 4th annual, is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah.
4th annual. So
So-
what are we going to expect this year, and when is it? Where is it? Give us all the details.
All the details. So yeah, I mean, as we're gearing up for fall, the weather's finally cooling off, so we can kind of put
Get
our
in the
minds,
spirit.
yes, there. So this is our 4th annual Oktoberfest. It is Saturday, September 27th.
Okay.
So Oktoberfest in Germany actually starts in September, so we like to follow that tradition. And so we'll kick off around 2 in downtown Bristol. And it is a stroll type event. So we have 9 locations this year. We've added 2 new locations. And at each stop along the way, you are offered a German style tasting. 8 out of the 9 stops, you also get a beverage pairing with it.
Oh, fun.
At Southern Churn, they do a German chocolate fudge, which is fabulous. But of course, they don't have a drink pairing there. But everywhere else, you get a little bite and a little sip. And
how fun.
Yeah, it's just a really fun afternoon, an opportunity to stop by places that maybe you haven't. So exposure to restaurants downtown. And then you're supporting the Bristol Chamber through your participation as well. So it's a win-win for everyone.
I love it. So how do we sign up and register?
So you can buy tickets online. There is an event on Facebook, tasteofbristol.com. We'll give you all the details of the day. Tickets right now, we are still in early bird pricing. So $35 for the ticket. After this Friday, the 12th, we we'll increase that price slightly, so $40.
Okay.
The last 3 years we have sold out. So,
Okay.
yeah, get
So
your
you need to
tickets
get your
soon.
tickets now. How many do you sell?
We sell 300.
Oh, wow. So what a fun event.
Yeah.
And especially like end of September, great way to kick off October.
Absolutely.
And just to try a little sampling. Sometimes that's like more fun than sitting down with the whole meal because you know,
Absolutely.
enjoy
You're
the
out
afternoon.
moving, and you can go at your own pace. You can go in whatever order you want. So get a group of friends and make an afternoon out of it. A lot of places will also have football games on. So it's just a really fun way to spend a Saturday afternoon.
And for a really good cause. This helps the chamber. What do you do with the funds?
So everything that we raise at our events do support the Chamber's mission, which ultimately is advancing economic vitality. So helping the community, helping our businesses, and just bringing a fun event together is the goal.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being on and
thanks for
sharing all
having
of this
me.
with us today. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Jennifer Kelly with me today to tell us about a special market coming to the train station so you can buy some really fun, personalized Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
I'm really excited to have this come to fruition. We're doing an artisan makers market on Small Business Saturday. So what I love about Small Business Saturday is really highlighting vendors that don't have the opportunity otherwise, other than maybe like Facebook Marketplace, Etsy, something like that. And we have some amazing craftsmanship in the Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia area. So I really wanted to highlight these people in a location that was centered in State Street. So not only do people get to utilize the State Street business market, but then they get to come and see some smaller vendors with cool crafts and personalized gifts.
Which is always really nice because you're always looking for something very special for someone for that occasion. So tell me a little bit about some of the vendors that we may see.
Right now, I'm actively searching for vendors.
Okay.
So if you are interested, you can go on our Facebook. We would absolutely love to have you. I have pulled a couple that I've had in the past, or that I've worked with in the past, or I've seen in the past. So there's going to be some fun things, like there's going to be fairy hair for kids, and it'll just be a really nice family event, while we can also showcase the beauty of the Bristol train station itself. I will say a lot of people tell me they haven't been in the train station since the 80s, the 90s, whatnot. Well, here's your opportunity because it's free admission. So you get to see the beauty of the restored Bristol train station.
I love that. And what time does it start on November 29th?
November
correct?
29th, Small Business Saturday. It will be from 10 to 3. Like I said, admission is free, and we will also we'll also have some things that are specific merchandise for the train station for all of those enthusiasts. And it will also kind of be gearing up for the Santa at the Station, our event for the Bristol Train Station Foundation the following week.
And Small Business Saturday, it really is such a special way to shop. And sometimes on, Friday can be a little bit overwhelming with Black Friday. So it's nice to be able to come out. It just feels great to be in downtown Bristol and walking the streets. And the train station is so beautiful. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, like you said, now's your opportunity. And if you are someone that's at home, like crocheting beautiful little ornaments as we speak, you need to be reaching out here to Jennifer and getting a table in the train station for this day, because of course we all want to know that you're here.
Yeah, I will say one of the things I love about Bristol is that community feeling. So the community shining through that building, to be able to highlight what everything that Bristol and the surrounding areas have to offer.
Well, that's exciting. I'll definitely come by, and hopefully everyone on there watching today will too. So thank you for being on today, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.